Like he steps it up, right? I mean, even my son, hey, mom, are you okay? You need anything? And come rubbing my head and kiss me on my forehead. Mom, what's wrong? What do you want? What do you need me to do for you? And it's just so cute to see, because, men, they just don't do this. But when they see you down, well, now, it could be a twofold. They could be like, oh no, like if she down, that means she can't take care of me. So they gonna make sure you get healthy. Whatever the reason, is good. And women, we love for that to happen. We love to be cared for. We love to feel, special and feel important. So when your woman is sick, take care of her. Okay? It says, it is a sad reality. The man will see that she is sick and not well, or even it might just be that time of the month, and he will not even ask her how she feels. Now that's a handful of men that they are just like that. Okay? I have personally dealt with this one, and it is a complete annoyance. I will tell you from a woman's point of view, it makes us want to knock your heads off, for lack of better words. Whoa. It says, I have personally dealt with this one. So she know what she's talking about, y'all. For a woman to feel like she is on the verge of dying and have her man ask her, what is for dinner? Did you pick up my dry cleaning? Or can you make me some coffee? Really, men? Women? I know. I feel your pain because I'm just, I'm listening to this. I'm like, wow, that's a cold brother, boy. That's a cold brother. Wow. Well, that's all I'm going to say. We're going to leave that alone because I could stop right there. When a woman is sick, she wants to be babied and tended to, just like you do when you sick, big baby. Maybe if you take better care of her, she will reciprocate it to you and make sure all of your needs are met. Well, think about it, men. Remember, you cannot expect for her or from her what you are not willing to give yourself. It is a hard pill to swallow, I am sure, for most of you, because you were raised from homes that the woman did everything. Sick, well, happy, or sad, she was superwoman and did it all. Well, that does not mean that she wanted to do it all. She just realized that if she did not do it, it will not get done. Because a lot of you, your daddies didn't do nothing. So that is what got you thinking you're not supposed to do nothing. But that don't make it right because your father didn't do it. And like I said, a lot of women were single mothers. So they had to do everything. Your mama didn't have a man in the house to help. You are in the house to help your woman. That's the whole point of you being there. Don't be dead weight. Don't look, man, take it from me. Let me give you some advice. All right, hear me well. You never want a woman to understand or remember, if she don't forgot or realize, that she can do it without you. You don't want her to get there. You want her to feel a void when you're not there. You want her to feel a need when you done went to work, or you done went on vacation, or you done just left to go to the gym. Like, you want her to be like, you want that. You never want a woman to be comfortable with you gone for hours and she cool. Because I'm telling you, that means she could do it without you. And it might mean One day you're going to look up and she's going to be doing it without you. So if you want to be needed, then you need to feel a need. Okay? Let's see. Where did I stop? Okay. I can look back and see some good women in my family that are now gone on to rest. They never had anyone to take care of them. The man in their life was a hard nose and just difficult to deal with. And that is why a lot of times I say God takes them, the woman, on to rest so they can finally get some rest. I'm not saying that whichever spouse dies first was killed by the other one. Well, not all the times, but it does happen. But I will say that in some cases, that if the person had a spouse that was more helpful and tended to their needs more, they might have had a longer lifespan. That is not all cases, but I know a few where that would be the case. And it makes sense. I mean, the person just overexerted themselves, and a lot of couples were married for years, 50, 60, some 70 years. And taking care of yourself and another person outside of yourself, that's a lot of energy. Especially if the other person was not the best or the easiest to get along with. In the old times, women they were just under those old beliefs that they had to do everything. I mean, everything. And so they literally wore themselves out and just like literally killed themselves trying to please a man that is the only person's job for him to please him is himself. Anything a woman does is added to what he is to already be able to do and pull from within himself. But like I said, a lot of them are still broken, hurt, and spoiled little kids who sitting around now with their feet crossed in front of the TV with the remote like they king of the castle. But really, all they are is a little boy, because that's what little boys do. They sit and wait for their mama to feed them, wait for their mama to give them a bath, wait for their mama to wash their clothes. That's what little boys do. Where a grown man do that? I come from a different breed of men. I'm sorry. The men they handle business. They can cook, they can clean, they can wash, they fix beds, they make beds, they shop, they can grocery shop, and they do grocery shop. Like, I don't know. I can't relate. And hopefully, women, gotta sip some tea. Hopefully, women, you're not dealing with that. Because that's a lot of pressure. Especially when you got kids, too. And men, you have to be an example for your boys. You don't want your son growing up acting like that. And then some woman got to deal with a duplicate of you. Be an example. Teach your son by your example how to help out. How to give the woman a break. Not just on Mother's Day, not just once a year, but weekly, monthly. Assist. Because 90% of women now are working outside the home just like the man is. So it's no longer, well, I do all this out here and you just tend to the house kind of thing. That's not the case. And even then, I don't agree with that. Because you still can't compare that. Because a man on a job You only doing one thing. For example, if you work at Walmart, I'm gonna break it down to you, brothers. If you work at Walmart, you were hired for one job: cashier or stock boy or whatever, bagger. Okay. Now, there may come a time where they may ask you to assist in other departments, right? In other areas. But your main job is what you were hired to do. And 90% of your day is doing that job and that job only. You cannot compare that to a woman at home who has to cook, clean, wash, uh, scrub, organize, take care of the kids, drop them off, pick them up, fix their lunch, help them with the homework. No. Now, unless you go to your job, Walmart, CVS, wherever you work, and you cashier for an hour, then the next hour you bag, and then the next hour you cleaning up on aisle 7, then the next hour you in the back unloading the truck, then the next hour you securing the parking lot, then the next hour you getting baskets from the parking lot, then the next hour you at the door greeting. That was 8 hours. Unless you doing it like that, you cannot compare what you do sitting at one desk or focus on one thing at a job. Just because you bringing money home don't mean that it's the same. It is not. And I know you ain't never heard it like that, but it's time you did. It's another perspective and another way to look at things. Your woman is doing, and like I said, 90% of women are working 8 hours just like you. 4 to 8 hours, then going home, gotta cook, gotta wash, gotta clean, gotta prep, gotta this, gotta that, and you sitting there, y'all can't take nothing, stressed over, man, today was rough. What happened? Man, the computer wouldn't boot up, and I couldn't. Your computer didn't. I'm sorry, y'all. You a security guard, and all you do is drive the parking lot all day. Ain't been 5 months, and you ain't had not one confrontation, one issue with one person. You sitting in that booth collecting tickets from people going into the building, letting the hand up as they drive their car through. You take their money, give them their change, or if they validate it, you just stick the ticket in and the hand go up, and all you saying is thank you, have a good day. And you gonna compare that to what a woman does. Shame, shame, shame on you. There is no comparison. None. So when you go home, regroup and do some dishes. When you go home, regroup and fix your own dinner. Fix your own plate. Do something. Wash some clothes. Wash the dishes. Do something. Help. It is a partnership. That house belongs to all of you. The kids should be doing their part, and you should be doing your part. Everybody has a part in the house. Just because you're doing something outside the house does not give you a pass inside the house. And you ain't got to agree, but I'm telling you, and remember, this is tips for men, how to love your lady the right way to get the best side of her. If you want the best side of her, you start helping around that house, you will be sitting like a king. But see, that's the problem.